Hey, good morning. Jill here. How are you doing? Hope you had a good weekend and a good Sunday and having a good summer. I'm just about done with vacation, so no more cool videos of bears and animals and things like that. I thought I'd just work on Bible sketchbooks. The dog's here. So this is Ruth and Esther's sketchbook. And I go straight from Ruth. I wrote every verse and drew every verse of Ruth, and her lineage is tied to Jesus. Jesse begot David, and I added Jesus comes from David, and then I jump right into Esther. So sorry about no cover page or announcement. Esther 1. The king had ordered all the officers of his household that they should do according to each man's pleasure. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded 7 eunuchs to bring Queen Vashti before the king, wearing her royal crown, in order to show her beauty to the people and the officials, for she was beautiful to behold. So, just adjusting my glasses, excuse me. So the king brought together this feast, and he's been drinking a lot of alcohol, and says, bring Queen Vashti out. Bring my queen out. 7 eunuchs, bring her out. And eunuchs are servants who have been altered, or they can't have babies anymore, I'll just say. So he said, bring her out wearing her crown to show her beauty to all the people. So she's very beautiful to behold. But Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command. Therefore the king was furious, and his anger burned within him. Esther 1:12. So she says, no, I'm not going to come out. And he says, come out, Queen Vashti, and his anger is like fire within him. Then the king's servants who attended him said, let beautiful young virgins be sought for the king, and let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of the kingdom, that they may gather all the beautiful young virgins to Shushan, and let beauty preparations be given them. Then let the young woman who pleases the king be queen instead of Vashti. So the servants say, let beautiful young ladies, virgins who haven't slept with anybody, be sought for the king, and let the king choose somebody to replace the queen. I don't know what happened to the queen afterwards. And give them beauty preparations. The regulations for the women: 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with preparations and perfumes for beautifying women. Esther 2:12. So I think Esther was chosen for this beauty pageant. Sorry, I don't write every word. I need to go back and do that. I'd like another quarantine with a lot of time, but I don't want another quarantine. We don't want that. We want to move on in the Lord. Esther 2:7. And Mordecai had brought up Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother. The young woman was lovely and beautiful. When her mother and father died, Mordecai took her as his own daughter. Esther had not revealed her people or family, but Mordecai had charged her not to reveal it. So Mordecai is her uncle, I believe. Esther's mother and father have died. So she's going to go in the beauty pageant for the king. And Mordecai is very wise, says, do not reveal that you are Jewish. And Esther is beautiful and lovely. And Mordecai's like her dad, so she says, "Yes, father." Esther is brought up as his daughter. So the king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight, more than all the virgins. It's a hard word. So he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. Esther obtained grace and favor in his sight. The Bible talks a lot about he obtained favor, she obtained favor, we obtained favor in God's sight. So I do a lot of drawings of eyes. Esther obtained grace and favor in his sight. Esther is the one. She won the pageant. Not Queen Vashti, not the other virgins, but Esther. He set the royal crown upon her head. Okay, let's read one more. Well, this is quite a story. During this time, Mordecai was sitting at the king's gate. Bigthana and Teresh, two of the king's officers who guarded the doorway, became angry and conspired to kill King Xerxes. But Mordecai found out about the plot and told Queen Esther. So Mordecai is sitting at the gate, probably has a chair, I don't know. And two servants say, "Let's go kill the king. This is cut off. Let's go get the king." Bigthana and Teresh. And Mordecai says, "Hey, I'm going to go tell Queen Esther." And when an inquiry was made into the matter, sorry, my glasses keep falling off, it was confirmed, and both were hanged on a gallows. And it was written in the book of Chronicles in the presence of the king. So it was found out that these two were going to try to kill the king. So they captured him and hung them and killed them. And it was written about while the king was there. He probably watched it and said, "Hey, we got to record this legally." So let's go to Esther 3 tomorrow. And we are on page 62 of Ruth and Esther sketchbook. And I hope this helps you. I used to teach English ESL. So any way to get the Bible read is important. And please pass out these books. Psalms and Ruth are my favorites so far. And Mark is every verse written in Mark and a drawing. So get the word out. And I hope you have a good, blessed day and a week.